This is King Mo, and you are in the King's Corner. Yeah, with the judging and how judging has changed as of late, if you're a wrestler and you get a takedown, you got to do something with that shit. If you're a grappler and you get a good position, you better do something with that shit. I'm going to tell you why. So I took Herb Dean's judging and refereeing and officiating. I think no, it was judging. Inspecting, judging, and officiating course. I took that about 2 months ago, 3 months ago. Actually, I can't even tell you. Time flies. But I took it, and I learned a lot. It was very informative, and it changed the way I look at things now. And even I could judge fights. I know fighting. I can judge any art of fight and give you an honest assessment on what I see. And one thing they're putting an emphasis on is damage. Damage is king. Let's say two people got in a fight, and we don't know what happened. We just know they got into a fight, and we saw them, and one had a busted lip and the other's face was normal. We would assume the person with the normal face won because damage shows that, hey, you got hit in the mouth and your lip is bleeding, you lost. That's the assumption. If you're in a fight, or if you pull up to a fight and it was separated and you saw somebody with a bloody eye and a ripped up shirt, and you saw the other person with just a small bloody nose and a busted lip, we would assume the person with the ripped up shirt and bloody eye lost. That's just me, because I feel like when you have damage around the eye, it looks way worse than just a little split lip and a bloody nose. So that's why, damage is king, because it's easier to quantify damage. Even if it's not, let's say the damage is, let's say I get put in the arm bar and I get free, and I just can't, my arm that was in the arm bar, I just can't move that arm as much. That's damage. Let's say I escape a chokehold and my gas tank, I'm getting tired. That's damage. Damage is more noticeable. You kick me in the body, I flee or wince. That's damage. When judges, or when people see that, when people see someone reacting to pain, they know that's effective work. That's damage being done. And, if you're a fighter, not just a fighter, if you're a grappler and you get a dominant position, just don't look to go for the submission. Do some damage. Cut them up with the elbow. Throw some punches. Because you never know what that cut or that swollen eye could lead to. But I do know this. There are people that go for submissions and it's all or nothing. And if they miss it, guess what? They're back to square one. Damage is easy to judge. So I'm telling you this. Fighters out there, holding positions, cool. That's cool. It could score some points. And especially back when I was coming up, you could win the fight doing that. Like, I'm going to be honest with you. My fight with Gegard Mousasi, I would have won still, but it would have been a lot closer. I think I won rounds. I know I won the first and the fifth. I don't remember the fight because, I've been punched in the head a lot since then. But he did damage to my eye. in the second round, or at the end of the first round, and my eye was swollen shut. But that damage, people, it stays in the mind of people. It stays in the mind of the judges. It's easy to quantify. Hey, his face is clean. Look at him. His face is bloody. Hey, her leg is normal. Her leg is swollen and she switched stances. So damage is king. Let me think. Let me see what else. What does damage look like? We talked about, what does damage look like? Swelling, redness, maybe lack of use, wincing, limping, shaking it out, not using it, not throwing it as much, heavy breathing, backing up, timidity, turning your head, taking a knee, and damage. With the right amount of damage, you could turn a 10-9 round into a 10-8 round. Because when somebody's damaged, the work that's done from then on looks a lot worse than what it might be. Yeah, like I said, if you're a grappler and you get good position, you better do some damage. Damage versus control. Like I said before, around my time, control would win a little bit. Yeah, control could win. Now, with the changes and the way the culture within combat sports has been going, I think damage reigns supreme. Just like in the Japanese method of scoring fights, especially in MMA, they prioritize finishing attempts and damage, and they score the whole fight. In America, we do the 10-point must system, but sometimes the damage carries over, and judges, just like people, we're all the same. It's hard to not score the damage once it's done, because if it starts bleeding again, it's damage. If the swelling gets worse, that's damage. So just think about this. It could be an even round between me and you, or me and my opponent. But because his swelling got worse, I can still win that round. Damage. Yeah. With that being said, this is another rant. If you like what you heard, leave a comment down below. Like, subscribe, share, whatever. Yeah, I'm King Mo, and this is or was the King's Corner.